So this is a house in Detroit. You can see this one we're going to be underwriting right now. A couple pictures, new siding, really good shape. It's clearly been renovated fairly recently, so in incredible shape. We look at these, make sure they do it. We make sure that the crime area is not bad, a lot of different things when we underwrite it. So now let's go ahead and look at the actual numbers and how you do a proper pro forma or underwrite these deals. This specific home is $78,000. We always look at the lowest rent in the area and choose that for everybody wants to go off fair market rent and say, hey, look at how much I'm giving you returns. Listen, people, that's not how it works. Stop listening to people like that just to overpromise, underdeliver. We go with the lowest rent possible, which is right here at 1219. We use a tool called Rent-O-Meter, and then we look in the closest vicinity and what the lowest rents are, and we choose that number. Normally we get higher than that, but let's be conservative so we all win here. At that point, we also build in these expenses. These expenses are critically important to build in. Nobody does this because, again, they're trying to make their returns look greater than they really are. Property management fee, and then this 10% here are two different fees that basically you hold back. So when you do have maintenance, you have that in reserves. Most people don't do that. They say, you're making a ton of money without realizing that you own a home and there's going to be repairs at times, and so these are the reserves. In addition to that, we build in all the closing costs here. I'm not going to go over every single one of them, but all these closing costs, which again tend to be avoided by a lot of these gurus, we assume these into your cash-on-cash return. If you were one of the lucky ones that got the fair market rent in this specific scenario, you'd be making 30% return. I'm going to tell you right now, that's probably not going to be the case. So the lowest rent that you'll receive based on the area and everybody else that rents in that area, you're still going to yield a 22+% return here. Because of that, we know we're very comfortable with this deal. We're going to go inspect it, get it appraised, make sure that it's basically rent ready so that it can pass the Housing Authority's approval for Section 8 tenant, and we can go from there.